What's up, beautiful people? It's Joyfully Sarah here, and I am here with another YouTube video. So I would argue that the most important thing that you can be doing for yourself during the season of quarantine is prioritizing your time. That is, using your time wisely. Why is this important? A lot of people are under stress. A lot of people are overwhelmed. Our mind and our bodies are working overtime due to just the stress of everything that's going on. So we need to make sure that we prioritize our time so that we can protect our peace and our joy. Okay? Okay. All right. So I have put together 3 questions to ask yourself when you're trying to figure out if you should engage in a task or maybe even a hobby. And so I want to be clear. I'm not talking about tasks and responsibilities that absolutely need to get done, like taking care of your family, like protecting the health of yourself and people around you, or even basic responsibilities that you may have at your job. I'm talking about things that if dropped, it won't be detrimental to you or people around you. It's really a choice whether you want to engage it or not. So those are the things that we're talking about today. So without further ado, I got my 3 questions for you to ask yourself when prioritizing your time during this season of quarantine. I'm hyped. I'm super hyped. All right, here is the first question. Is it life-giving? Is it life-giving? So this is super, super important because you need to ask yourself, how does this task, how does this hobby make me feel in the moment? You know, some positive feelings that you may have when engaging in this task or this hobby may be joy, enjoyment, fulfillment, desire, pleasure. These are all positive feelings that you ask yourself or that you may feel when something is life-giving. You know, it doesn't feel draining. And some negative feelings that you may feel if something is not life-giving is, like I just said, it's draining. You know, it makes you unhappy. It may feel like an unnecessary burden. You know, these are just some feelings that you may have when something is not life-giving. So first question to ask yourself, is it life-giving? Does it make you happy? Does it give you joy? If not, I'm going to make your life real easy, sis. Go ahead and drop it. Go ahead and cut it. At least in this season where all this stuff is going on. All right, here's my second question to ask yourself during this season of quarantine to help you prioritize your time. And that is it going to take you where you want to go? We all have goals. We all have things that we want to accomplish. Is this task, is this hobby going to really help you get where you need to go? If the answer is no, it might not be a good idea to engage in that task right now. Right now, you know, you may come back to it in the future, but right now we need to make sure we're being wise with our time. Okay. All right. So make sure that you ask yourself, and this requires some thought, where do I want to go? You know, where do I see myself in the future? What vision do I have for myself? If this task or if this hobby isn't really helping you get there, maybe you shouldn't do it. I know for me, I want to help inspire women in my generation to live lives of peace and joy and just walk in the strength of the Lord. And so I ask myself, is this task or is this hobby helping me to accomplish that goal? If the answer is yes, then I pretty much go for it. You know, so make sure that whatever you do in this season to prioritize your time helps you to accomplish your goal or your vision. All right, here is my third and final question to ask yourself when you are prioritizing your time, and that is there passion? I love passion because passion is that driving force of motivation. Passion is that thing that makes your soul and your heart come alive. And if there is passion, I think in this season, you should go for it. You know, if a task or if a hobby is inciting passion, then that is just a key or clue that maybe you need to prioritize this task. Maybe you shouldn't drop this right now because it's giving your heart joy and enjoyment and fulfillment. And so, you know, I say go for it. And so if it's something that you think about nonstop, if you are obsessed with protecting it and perfecting it, maybe you have passion in your heart and maybe you should do that. Ecclesiastes 9:10 says, whatever your heart finds to do, do it with all your might, and passion helps you do just that. So those are my 3 questions that I ask myself when prioritizing tasks during this season of quarantine. Is it life-giving? Is it going to take me where I want to go? And finally, is there passion? If so, go for it. So make sure that you think about these questions so that you can protect your peace and find enjoyment in this season of quarantine. So those are my tips. Those are my questions that I ask myself. What are some of your ideas? Leave it in the comments below. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe to Joyfully Sarah, and turn on those notifications so that you can get updates on when the next video will be uploaded. Be blessed. Goodbye, beautiful people.